What's up, everybody? My apologies for the delay. Technical difficulties on my end. Shit happens. But we are here. So why are we doing a live stream? Well, I don't have fucking time, but I made time anyways. But Miss Heather had messaged me the other day asking if I tried the new PDM fragrances. I got those separate for another time. And she sent some other things. So the actual goat fragran. Some self-proclaimed to be the goat just because they were the first to do it when they're just boring as fuck. That's why nobody watches. And then some get called the goat by viewers. And then there's the actual goat. Miss Heather's the actual goat of the fragrance community because she's an unsung hero of hooking people up just for the sake of doing it. We got Forever Wanted Absolu, which glad I get to try first. I know eventually I'll get that as PR. That's why I'm not in a rush to buy that. But Tygar EXTRAIT. Didn't even know I was going to be getting to try that. Pretty excited. We might start with that one. And Figue Erotique from Tom Ford. I know Justin, I want to say, finds it rather a green type of fig, I want to say, because I did see his unboxing shorts video on it a while back when he got the bottle. I don't remember exactly what he said, so my memory's a little vague of it. So almost blind, kind of blind, but not really blind. But as far as what we're wearing, Teriyaki Intense. Been a while since I wore it. It's nice and cold outside, regardless of what random people want to think about Florida. The state of Miami, as people like to view it. Fucking idiot. Anyways, aside from that, we are here. We are not wearing the Benny. We are wearing a hat. I did switch things out. I know some of you are having a good laugh at that. So shout outs to the genius that can't spell and thought he was going to pull a fast one. He got a shorts video today too. I was on one today, wasn't I? I actually held back. There's a few of them that I didn't put up. So I had a little fun this morning, though. All satire, all in good fun, but nobody's got a sense of humor except for you guys. So I'm sure it triggered some people. I'm sure some people got irritated because in a world of all seriousness, everything offends everybody. Nobody can just have a good laugh over stupid things sometimes. So we got 107 people in the first 2 minutes. Appreciate you guys. Hit that thumbs up on the way in. Because yes, it does help. It does matter. We're trying out that vertical live stream for a change. I never did do both landscape and portrait. So I figured what the hell, for those that want to watch on their smartphone landscape, we do live in a TikTok type of world. So maybe we got some people watching on that. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to show me. Yeah, there's a few of you. It shows the little smartphone vertical icon next to name. Scott and Bonafide Body 9546 have that logo next to the name. So I guess they're watching the vertical streams. Appreciate you guys. If you prefer that format, here you go. I don't know how well I stay in your frame, but I would assume it's pretty mapped out. I don't know. So Ombre Sultan, good stuff from Serge Lieutenant. Good choice. Spice Bomb Metallic Musk. That's a good one. More people need to give that one a chance. Cidret Boissé, I wore that last week. French Defense and Danye. Damn. That's a lineup right there, man. Congratulations on that. Shit. Especially getting French Defense. Cadlage Island Dreams. Good stuff. French Avenue Zenith Blue. I have not tried yet. Dan, not the man. Le Barbier de Tanger from MDCI Parfums. Not familiar. Not familiar. I want to say I've seen the name, but I haven't seen the notes. Good to see you. Oh, man, Kevin, good to see you, sir. Alexandria, too. Great choice. Great choice. Javier, good to see you, sir. Myself, Le Parfum. All three are great. Can't go wrong with any of them, especially the L'Absolu. Sauvage Parfum. That is definitely the one. Kara with K. Good to see you. Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Sauvage Parfum, still my favorite. Sauvage Spectrum Chill, definitely. You can see mine right over my shoulder. Some good stuff. Very good to see you, sir. Jacques Fath Velours Boissé, basically like a niche Bentley Intense, kind of. I find they're extremely similar to one another. Do you find that to be the same case? Hope everyone's staying warm. It's definitely cold out there. Ombre Leather, can't go wrong there. Good to see you, Juan. Celtics over everything. Good to see you, Jay. Dylan Blue and MCM Onyx. Jeremy, good to see you, sir. Signature Extreme. I debated on wearing that today. That was on the table as a possibility to wear. I was like, that's a little bit nicer than me just kind of hanging out around the crib. So if I had something to do, like maybe tomorrow, I might wear that because, of course, I always got shit to do tomorrow. I want to see the CPA, and we got appointments and shit tomorrow. So be out and about. I might wear that tomorrow. It's gonna be cold. We got 2 straight weeks. As far as the forecast goes, it's cold. So Maybe we'll get it the whole month before we get into spring. Because we don't get much for winter. We're getting the winter right now, so I'm for it. Amouage Memoir Woman and Bortnikov Rich. Good to see you, Kenneth. Always coming with the amouages. Quest, good to see you, sir. Forbidden Temptation by Vivamore. First stream I've caught early. Yeah, yes and no. I was late. You were early. I was late. That was a double glitch kind of deal, I'm sure. It's okay. Shit happens. Let's see. Stronger? Yes. Big difference from the current batches? Probably not. I agree, Nate. I agree, Nate. It's people make bigger deals out of that shit than it actually is, the reality of it. They make mountains out of molehills in this hobby. They sure do. I completely agree with that. Indeed, sir. Latafa Assad, good to see you, sir. She had to retype it because she had a couple typos. You didn't have to retype that. Devin, good to see you, sir. Triumph of Bacchus, that's an excellent choice. Eros Parfum, it's good, I swear. I agree. It's good. It's nice and ambery. It's definitely the most ambery of the bunch. Good to see you, sir. Vanilla Oud. Good job, Fuzz, man. Excellent choice. Mr. M.A. Styles. Good to see you, sir. 2 May 19 degree. Ain't go wrong there. Electimus Imperium. Great choice. Chris P. Sense. Good to see you, sir. A Vintage Orange Dusk. I haven't tried that one. Yes, be sure to like it. It definitely makes a big difference. Well, it helps anyway. It helps to get it out there more. We got 142 in the first 7 minutes. I'm trying to cruise through these comments best I can, and we'll get rolling into these. I'm hoping at the 20-minute mark, we're not going to bullshit too much. We're going to get down to business as early as we can, and then we'll save the BS and then the cutting up for the end, you know? For those that are like really wanting to hear about these fragrances, because we do have some fragrances to sniff. Polysnifferous. Just dust in my fave. Oh, yeah, see. That's where. See, I'll be here shortly. Patience. Yes. At least you spelled it right, though. At least you spelled it right, Dan. So did any takers on getting business over pleasure for the 37th time so you can just sell it again next month and then in 3 months ask for it again? Boy, how'd you feel when you saw my reply and you got caught? Like nobody fucking notices you do that all the time. Guys, Dan is a habitual Zed creator buy-sell trader. He buys them, he sells them, he trades them all the time for like 2 years straight. For as long as the Zed line has existed, Dan has owned all 9 Zed creator fragrances multiple times. Why does he do that shit? I don't know. I don't fucking know. It's beyond. I made a joke in his newest In Search Of. It's like, what is the point? You were just going to get rid of it in a few months, and then in a few more months, you're going to try to get it again. And he said, mind your business. He started doing memes of mind your business because he knows I'm right. Dan, why do you do that? You don't have to tell me publicly, but I made one joke publicly. I'm making another one publicly. By all means, do your thing, whatever you want to do. It just doesn't add up to me. It's like, do you like it? Do you not like it? Because you're not selling them crazy and making all kinds of profit. So it's not a money thing. Is it a wear it for a month, drop a couple ml, get rid of it? Let me get a couple more ml. Let me get rid of it. I mean, it's all the time. I don't understand why. I know you love them enough to want to keep getting them back and forth, but I just don't get it. I don't get it. Still love you, but it never made sense to me. And this last time, every time you make a post, I debate on fucking with you about it. This time I had to fuck with you about it. It's like, but what? Why? What's the point? Seraphim Red, great choice. I don't like how they did that either. It's just the @ username instead of the name you actually picked for your profile. Because if anybody changes their picture, I might not recognize who it is. So I don't know why they do that. It's weird. I agree. I think it's weird. Mind Games Mentor, excellent choice. Good to see, sir. Good to see. Double type. It's doing that a lot. Maybe it's because I got the 2 different formats of the stream going. I don't know. Gary, good to see you, sir. Signature Rose. Cool wind hits. This, I swear, magic hits in the air. I agree. Magic definitely happens in the air with that one. It is special. Slap that like on the way in. Indeed. Mr. Junior is watching from the portrait format. I like how at least it shows me which format y'all are watching from to see if it's even worth it for me to do both. It's like nice to see you both are getting used. We got 150 in the chat on 153 in 10 minutes. I appreciate it, man. We got a decent audience. Like I said, we're going to jump on here in a little bit. Oh, yes, Miss Heather is the GOAT. You've heard this before. I want to say Dedrick started it, and I have 1,000% ran with it. Like we've been calling her the GOAT for a long time. You know this, Jason. She messaged me randomly the other day. I hadn't talked to Heather in a couple of months. Just, hey, did you ever try these? Did I ever send these to you? Do you want them? Well, sure. Don't threaten me with a good time. And yeah, that's what the hell. See, I figured you'd be more mad that I'm right away doing them. That's what I figured you would be mad about. I'm sure there's another comment. I just haven't got to it yet. So good to see you, Jason. Hope you're doing well, man. Tarate Blue. Yes. Pretty well, actually. Definitely stronger than the original. It's a little bit louder than the extra dose. The extra dose has better sillage. It lingers better because it's thicker. It's the parfum. But in the first hour and a half, like the early stages, the strongest one's the intense of the three. Yeah, it's got the strongest opening. That's for sure. Don't smell anything after 2 hours. It's called nose fatigue, sir. So within 2 hours, your nose has worn out. I don't know. I'm like such a fucking broken record. I don't know how many people haven't heard this yet and don't know about nose fatigue, especially with these low-level synthetic designers, because these aren't even high-grade synthetics. High-grade synthetics still wear your nose out, but synthetic aroma chemicals wear you out faster than natural oils do. Natural oils, certain ones will still wear your nose out. But yeah, these man-made synthetics, these chemicals, basically, wear your nose. You desensitize to them. Some of them you have such a high level of sensitivity, you'll wear out to them fast. The 30 minutes and it's gone, bro, people. Those geniuses that are convinced that a fragrance is gone in 30 minutes, and they will argue me to the death that it's the fragrance. Yeah, it's wild. Dior Parfum. Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. Traditionnel Eau de Parfum. Good stuff. Mr. Roy, good to see you from the other side of the pond wearing Umbrella de Parfum. Ibere. I was on the phone with my guy Jordan last night, actually. It's hilarious. I was on the phone with him. We were talking about the gimmick he's running with this OMOS protection thing he's doing in AAA right now. And we're talking about, look at Natty. Natty got it over to where they're finally using her. We get off the phone. I turn on Raw. It's Natty's vignette for the Natty Neidhart character. I immediately call him back. He's like, dude, I just turned it on too. And then there she is. We started laughing. It was like, dude, just talk. So I messaged Natty, told her about it. We had a good laugh. So I talked to Natty for a little bit last night. It's hilarious that I'm kind of friends with Natty Neidhart randomly by proxy too. I got a speeding ticket talking to her a couple months back. Actually, when I met him at Buc-ee's, I was on my way to Louisiana to pay the speeding ticket that I got talking to Natty Neidhart on Instagram and voice messages on I-10 heading to Louisiana for my draft in August. I got a speeding ticket while talking to Natty Neidhart. And then when I went back to pay the ticket, I met Terrence at Buc-ee's. He was like, hey, I love the channel. That's when I met him. So small world the way this worked out. So the little stories that keep you going throughout life, right? Well, it's not that often I do them. I'm trying to do more of them. We got a few more minutes and we'll dive in. We got like 6 more minutes to kind of catch up through the comments, and then we'll dive into these. Aventus Absolu smells great. I get a Sauvage Elixir tie-in. Yeah, a little bit. I understand where you come from. Got a sample and immediately checked it. Yeah, there's so I find the Armoff one's really good. But the Nuit Precious one, Roman numeral 1, I think it's really good. Now, the one with the twist that I love is Supremacy Collector's Edition from Off and On. It's got this white blossoms heart note that makes it a little different. It's not flowery, but it's got this creamy white floral heart. It softens up the spices a little bit. I like that one more. It's more of a twist. But if you want something that's like pretty accurate, Armoff's actually got a really good one. That's better quality than their usual Club de Nuit stuff. There's tons of good, I'm sure people are going to recommend left and right. There's a bunch of good Aventus Absolu clones out there, though. Odysseia, Night of Love. Mr. Gator, good to see you, sir. Aqua de Gio Profondo Parfum. Miss Heather is the plug, and that's a hell of a choice right there, sir. That's good stuff. Forever Wanted Absolu. We're going to be trying that one here. Probably second. I'm going to try Tygar EXTRAIT first because it's, I guess, the freshest of the bunch, I would think, since it's a grapefruit fragrance. I don't know if the notes have changed. I have never looked at that. I didn't even really know we had a Tygar EXTRAIT. And then I saw she sent that. I was like, sweet, I get to try that. All right. Mr. Mikey, good to see you, sir. 2018 bottle of your own parfum. My favorite Benny. Hell yeah. Keep doing you. I will. I absolutely will. Don't worry about that. Here with my Bobby on. Let's see. Seamless Soul. Back-to-back days. All right, Tim. Arabian Oud Sultani. Spectrum Malachite. Good stuff. Long time no see. Dark Rebel. Hell of a choice. Great, great, great for the cold weather. Starman Nebula from Fragrance World. Great alternative to pure malt. Boss bottled Absolu for the minus 25 degree temps. You're out there in the mountains with that kind of weather, or New York. See, I'm by Gentleman's Nod. Christine, good to see you. No sin of the day today. Rushed out the house. Got my first pair of Nike Cortez over the weekend. Excited. Those are really nice. Very timeless pair of sneakers, right? And you can get them so cheap from a lot of places online. Follow, if you're looking for a good deal, Sneaker Shouts and Sneaker Steals on Instagram. Some red Cortezes popped up for like, I would say yesterday, day before, for like $30. Speaking of Cortez, it's funny that you say that. So yeah, Cortezes pop up like anywhere around $30 on these deals that pop up online. If you like Cortez and you want to get a couple more colors, hell yeah, good to see you. Now I'm too old for TikTok vertically. Well, it's the first time I do both. They've been offering both options for a while. I just never did both, and I was like, what the hell? It might benefit some, and it seems to have benefited some. There's some people using it. Explicit Vanilla, Instant Crush, Intense Instant Crushed. Excellent, excellent, excellent. It's good to see they're both on the Discovery sets already. Those are some bangers, right? Man, are those good. Those are some of my favorite pickups I've had in recent memory. Those are, I mean, nothing like some really good Manceras to drop. Excellent stuff. He's been on it. He's been in his bag, as the kids like to say these days. Pierre Montal's been in his bag. He's been cooking, as the kids like to say. He's been cooking. Let him cook. All right. See, if you make it with a corny voice, it's even worse. Right? It makes the cringe worse. It's intentional. I promise it's intentional. I never tried that one from Juliet Has a Gun. Juicy Lemon and Nectarine. Creamy, soft, white floral, musky base. Even though it's marketed for women, fellas, try it. Yeah, sometimes they're not super feminine. Ocean Noir, that's a good one. Intuition from Arabs. That's actually very underappreciated. That's a decent fragrance. Yeah, Modern Layton's, I'm sure, strong. My bottle's several years old, but I'm sure the newer ones aren't as weak as people want to act like they are. French Riviera, first Mancera, and I like it. Stuck in the crib. Level 2 snow warning. And look, I've debated on wearing my clone of French Riviera. See, I like the clones. This is actually a really good clone of French Riviera. It's stronger because it's an extrait and the citruses are more dominant. It's actually really good. That's why I pulled it from the shelf I had it on. Once a couple of weeks, it warms up a little bit. Because like I debated on wearing it today, I was like, I need to take advantage of wearing heavier stuff right now. I can wear that most of the year. Not right now. Put that to the side. Put that shit down. Andreas, good to see you. Cinque Terre has some similarities. Not as much as you'd like it to be. Cinque Terre is very pine needle green and very, very salty. So maybe 30%. And I'm assuming you think it does, so we're about to contradict one another, because I don't think they have that strong of a similarity. Good to see you, Kevin. Yeah, oh, yeah. See, this is what this hobby and online community will do to you. Just because 2 years have passed since it came out doesn't mean it's not good anymore. La Nuit de l'Homme is still a good fragrance. Dolce & Gabbana, the one, the EDP, the old formula, still good shit. Mont Blanc Individuel, still a banger. Like all these fragrances that nobody talks about much anymore, that don't mean they're not any good. That just means people on camera aren't talking about them, because that's not the hot new thing that's now available on TikTok Shop. right? I like getting all the new stuff too, but that's why you'll see me mix in some old stuff here and there, because we need not forget. There's good shit on the market already. It's just sitting there. There's stuff in our collection collecting dust. Still fantastic. We moved on too fast. We move on so quickly with this as a hobby. We move on very, very quickly. I have Z1.5. We have the parfums of the first round coming out in the spring. And then usually every 2 years we do another fragrance. My game Blockade, excellent choice. Excellent choice. So I'm about to, because it's not, I wanted to switch to a hat and take my crew neck off. I was leaving when I made that shorts video this morning. I was going to be leaving in a little bit to go out into the cold world. Whereas I'm not going back out into the cold the rest of the day. So we switched out to the hat. ADHD. There you go. So we're going to skip down here in a little bit. Yes. No, the prices are not too low. You're just not used to buying from discounters online. That's all. If you're still buying retail, or you're skeptical about a place like Joma Shop that's very well known, that means you're pretty new to this. So welcome to the online fragrance community. It's a toxic shithole, so be careful. There's good people, but there's a lot of jackasses too, so be wary. There's a lot of fake ass people on camera. They're just saying shit to make a commission off of you. I hope you're good at reading people, because there's some real authentic people out there to follow. You just got to pay attention and read the people really well to know who's full of shit and who's really giving you a real opinion on the fragrance and their real thoughts. Because I'll give you a prime example. This just came out. We all got it sent to us. We all like it. And it is legitimately really fucking good for $30. It's a spicy mint twist, not carbon copy clone, of Pacific Chill. I would say 80% of the people telling you this is good is fake as fucking shit. And they actually don't give a shit about this. They just wanted to make a commission. And the other 20% actually like this, and maybe like me have worn it like 9 times in the last 2 weeks. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Got a little dent working so far. I've been enjoying the shit out of this. Worn it legitimately like 7 or 8, maybe 9 times in the 2 weeks it's been out. So it is really good. So again, with you being new, I'm confident you're new based on this question. Be wary. Not so much of the places to buy from, but the people telling you to buy. If they're telling you to buy and they're not just breaking down the fragrance, and it's like, buy or not kind of feel, like it'd be great if you bought because it benefits me and it helps. I sure appreciate it. If that's the attitude, probably good people. If it's get it now, you're going to need it. Stop watching them. That's how you teach them a fucking lesson. You stop watching them. You stop buying them. There's your tangent, guys. Because a lot of you know I'm right. Those of you that have been around, you know I'm right. We got to protect the newbies so they don't get jaded. Because when you come here and you end up feeling you get screwed by content creators and you end up super jaded, you end up a fucking Reddit troll. You end up a shithead on Trograntica. That's what happens. So you have to let the people know early what to look out for. Have people's back. It's the way to do. It's the right thing to do. Have people's back, and you save yourself from shithead trolls later. Some of you laughed. Some of you were like, oh man, he's giving good advice here. And some of you are like, I didn't even know that. I didn't think about that. Hashtag the more you know. We got a good crowd for this too. 193 people heard live. I don't know who's going to hear it in the future, but I meant every word. Meant every word. Welcome, sir. And Joma Shop is legit. Just know they're slow. If it says 5 to 8 days, 1 to 2 weeks, it's going to be way longer than that. Be wary. There's a reason I nickname them Sloma Shop. If you ever hear anyone call it Sloma Shop, I started that like 2 years ago. If it's not in stock, be wary of the timeline. But they are a good place to buy from. I still occasionally give them a little shot here and there, even though they're slow. But everybody's slow now, honestly. Like, it's not so much the place to buy from anymore as it's every parcel carrier is slow. And they keep raising their prices. New Scandal. I haven't tried the new one yet, though. Scandal Elixir. So I don't know yet. I can't weigh in. I'm sorry, man. I don't have it yet. There's several things coming So I'm going to skip down because we're at 25 minutes. I want to get into these fragrances. Actually, that came in yesterday, less than 3 days. That's, yeah, yeah, because Miss Heather's got a wrench and she can moderate my channel. Shut up, Jason. Good to see you, though. I know. And look, for those of you that are newer to my stream, the regulars that have been hanging on my streams for years when we used to do this 3-4 days a week all the time, they loved every word of what I just did because that's what they live for. They live for the Ross rants, as we call them. They want me to start a channel, TLTG rants. I can't do it. It would kill this channel. That would blow up. If I would made a rant channel, that could be my gold play button channel. I'm confident in that. Within 6 months, you just go in for real. I can make it entertaining. There's a lot more people would hate me. A lot more people would love me, but it would be controversial. People love that kind of shit. Topics, news, sports, all the shit. Yeah. But my channels I'm actually passionate about with my hobbies that I love, sneakers and fragrance, would suffer. So I'm not willing to sacrifice my loves for something that would just make more money. That should tell you a lot about my character. I'd rather do the thing I love more. Yeah, and have the occasional little rant just for fun. All right, we're skipping down. We have to. What's up, Kev? I do not like to layer, but more and more you're going to smell things that are similar to a hybrid of two fragrances. I've started to notice that becoming more of a thing without people realizing it's a trend that's happening. So I think so, because most people do like to layer. Interesting Super Bowl, huh? I'm thinking it's the Patriots, actually. I think Vrabel's going to get him a Super Bowl first-year coach in there. And I'm actually for it. I mean, I'm good either way. I'm not a Patriots fan or a Seahawks fan. I don't hate either team. So, I know some people are kind of sick of it being the Patriots, Funny how the Patriots are back, right? I'm cool with that. I like Drake May, because I'm a UNC fan. It's good to see UNC's highest drafted quarterback in a while have success like this, So I guess, based on my favorite college team's quarterback operating the New England Patriots, their last really good, highly touted, highly recruited quarterback. I guess I'm going to go Patriots here. So, shit, you actually wear the clones you buy versus similar large channels that peddle shit. And that's part of what I was talking about, man, because I see people's gripes. I had a comment this morning where I held back from ripping this profile apart. It was at like 5 o'clock this morning when I was getting ready to do cardio. Clicked on one of my recent clone videos. Those guys don't fall for the bullshit. They just get paid a bunch of money to peddle this. They don't actually wear these fragrances. And it's like, I made a shorts video and I did, and I watched it back and I was like, he's never watched me. He's just clicking clone videos. Because if he watched me at all, I have a library in itself of shorts videos that are sin of the day of me physically spraying anywhere from 5 to 8 sprays of clone fragrances on me half the week, every week. I wear a couple of them out the shower. I wear a couple of them during the day. Every week I wear clones. I wear the ones I talk about the most, the ones I recommend the most. I wear and that's the reason I recommend them, because I like them. There's certain ones I really, really enjoy. And there's certain ones I shit on and tell you guys just save the money and get the real deal. You're not going to get the experience. You're going to be disappointed if you get this almost version. And then there's other ones where it's like, this is good enough, So it's like I couldn't take it out on him because he's going in defense of the original art of this hobby. And you know what? I can kind of respect that. Like I took a moment and thought about the why that comment was on my channel. And it's like, he's trying to fight a good fight that's pointless. It's irrelevant. I get it. Like it's stupid that he's doing this, but at the same time, I get it, but because so many just here's my moment. I'm going to make what I can make on my affiliate link. Then we move on to the next fragrance, and I'm not going to wear this shit. And the only time I'll bring it up again is if it's on sale right now and, oh, this is great. Or if it's still popular, they'll keep talking about it. But once the moment passes, they'll stop. I might talk about, you might see this one all throughout the year, because this is where I stand right now. My favorite. It's only January, but it's my favorite to come out this year so far. last year, my 3 or 4 favorites were kept getting recommended all throughout the year, kept getting worn in shorts videos. So I appreciate you noticing that, Mikey. I know my regulars notice that kind of stuff with me, but it's these fly-by-night viewers that don't realize that because they don't watch the channel. They don't know that they don't watch my weekly rotations. You know, they don't see where is it at because it's in my top 20 favorite fragrances in my collection. Paris Corner bottles with dents like this in the motherfucker in a year, you know, for a collection that's in the mid 2000s in bottles count. You know, it's in my top 20. I got to do that video tomorrow. Top 20. It was requested. Annually, I do top 20 in my collection. Of course, the clone I wear the most, which is not really a clone, but I wear the shit out of this Paris Corner fragrance. I clearly love the shit out of it. So that's why it's like I couldn't put the video out in good conscience once I gave it a moment. It's like they just don't watch. People that don't watch don't know me. They're just lumping me in with everybody, which I hate. I hate to be lumped in with everybody because I'm so an individual. I'm so my own person in this space. I'm not everyone else. I'm not the cookie cutter shit. All I gotta do is watch me for 20 minutes and you're like, he's not like any of them. He's actually kind of a prick. But I'm an honest prick. All right, we got to skip to the bottom, guys. So, yeah, so I talked about it when you had typed it. Yeah, because I was behind. I'm skipping ahead now. All right, I got to skip to the bottom, guys. So this is who won the raffle that we did on all 3 of my fragrances the other day. Let my wife have the backup of Sunkissed Island. Pumped to have gotten them, man. Enjoy. I made sure to press the plate on for Evening Mystique real well for you. Because you just got to peel the plastic off because the plates are off of them. Because once I started, because like we weren't pre-bending, some people have it to where the plate's coming off. It's because we didn't realize we needed to bend them before we put them on. We figured that out about midway through the bottles of Z Creator 2. So some of them, like the pressure hasn't pulled off because we were bending them on the bottle with the adhesive. Like they were flat and like peel the sticker, put it on, bend it, and press it real well, thinking it would hold, and it didn't. The pressure was wanting to straighten it out. Whereas if you bend it and it's just bent metal that's sitting there, then you peel it and put it on, it doesn't move. So you got one of the ones that shit will never move. So enjoy, my man. Appreciate you, sir. Not happening. No update outside of in February. When George gets back from his travels, which he just left Shanghai this morning, he was in China. He's been different spots. He was in Australia. He was in Shanghai. I forgot where he's going next. I get it, dude. And it's not as bad with YouTube as it is with TikTok, but it's coming. It's coming, man. It's coming. I promise. You know you guys will hear it first. Yeah, Z1.5, and it's not called BOP Parfum, just like it's not called Brass and Soul Parfum. They are parfums. It's a 30%. This is the final. Business Over Pleasure was 15% originally. I ended up going with the 30%. Y'all are going to love it. It's a monster, too. It's the strongest of my fragrances. And it's not just because the oil concentration is so high. It's the base of it is just so stout now. Oh, man. Wait till y'all get it. Anybody that loves Business Over Pleasure is going to love the shit out of the flanker. Oh, my God. We got to get to the bottom. See, it ended up happening anyway. We're 34 minutes. We still got 190 something strong. I appreciate you guys. We haven't even smelled the first damn fragrance. Yes and no. Like you saw the Benny stuff with the Kiss playing in the background today, which that was all in good fun anyways. But the thing is, when I crack jokes and to entertain those of you that are regulars, the non-regulars get fucking triggered. Yeah, so I appreciate that. But because I can't hide. I mean, if I really wanted to badly enough, I could have a poker face, but I don't. This is such a fun thing for me. As far as perfume in general is just fun for me. I love it. I'm passionate about it. I have been since I was a kid, weirdly enough. I just let my emotion fly when it comes to smelling fragrances. So you're going to see how I really feel about it the first time I smell something. I've never smelled these. That's the best part of doing these live is it doesn't get more real than that. No, we haven't tried them yet. So the first one, Bvlgari Tygar EXTRAIT, then probably Azaro. and then probably Figue Erotique. We're about to dive into it, though, I promise. I'm almost to the bottom. Our watch is going to reset. I'm actually almost to the bottom. Yeah, because he's not. He hates the clones. Yeah, for sure. He's not wrong. Look, you guys have heard me say it 50 or 60 times that watch on a regular basis. If you guys, and not Roy, but if I didn't have a giant segment of my audience that's what they wanted to see, I wouldn't do them either. I got to give the people what they want. And along the way, I find ones I like that I can actually get behind and recommend. So there is benefit to me. Look, I make some money off of them. I find some I really like. It's kind of a win-win-win across the board. I don't recommend anything I don't like and wear myself. You know, I don't recommend shit just to fucking do it. I recommend the stuff I thoroughly enjoy. Stuff that I believe is worth spending the money on versus just say, because look, I have no problem. If you guys read my comments, I get in trouble with people for how I reply in comments. I'm quick to tell you to just save you money and get the real deal on a lot of different clones, because sometimes it's just not good enough. You're just not going to get the right experience you're looking for. Or if I hear your story and it's like you're easy to disappoint, then why are you going the clone route? If you're easy to disappoint, you're going to be disappointed. You want this $500 fragrance experience. I can tell you now, you're not getting it. You're not getting it with these $30 to $50 fragrances. You're not going to get it. You can get something close. You can get something almost. You got to be okay with almost. You got to lower the expectation. If you're able to do that, sure, you'll get some joy and some enjoyment out of these. I got redundant sets of clones, like all the ones that smell like Afternoon Swim, I enjoy the shit out of. All the ones that smell like Pacific Chill, I enjoy it. I only like one that smells like Imagination. I don't even like actual Imagination. See what I'm saying? And that's just using the LV ones because the LV stuff's so popular for some reason. It was September 5th. I skipped a bunch of stuff, so I don't know. Both. They're not the same. They would actually layer well. Oh, and I forgot who it was I did the solid for when I showed from Ariana and Evans, St. Bart's, their shave set for their dupe of Virgin Island Water. And I just went ahead and bought it. I got it coming. So you'll see that in the weekly rotation too. So I can compare it to what the experience is like wearing Coconut Lagoon on top of shaving with Ariana and Evans dupe versus Sphinx Beard, since the Sphinx Beard one's never in stock. So, because I get people ask all the time trying to find it, and it's like Muhammad doesn't really mess with that stuff much anymore, obviously. So it's like we got to find an alternative. Ariana and Evans does good stuff, so their shave products are good. So I went ahead and bought them. So that's coming in. Been a while since I bought any shave products. Good to see you, sir. He quits on his 34th birthday. Oh, y'all talking about George? I still talk to George all the time. It's hilarious. He was we got this running joke about being at the library when we were at the gym, and he was at the library jamming Kit Wilson's new theme. So we were cracking jokes on each other back and forth. Any of you wrestling fans, you know what that song is. It's about fighting toxic masculinity and the feminine man and everything. I was like, yeah, what a gym banger there, George. Great choice. Oh my God. I said, well, I'm over here chopping wood. You know, I said, but quietly, because after all, it is a library, right? You know, I said, I'm over here doing man shit, toxic masculine shit, chopping wood and shit. And just because we send voice messages back, we have some good inside joke, corny ass shit we laugh at. Shout outs to George Atkinson, my man. Yes, so they have two different video formats you can do it in. You can do landscape and portrait. This is the first time I went ahead and just did both. And we have viewers doing from each side. So eventually I'm going to get to the bottom. Kara's here. Here we go. There's Sis is in the house. 9 degrees this morning. What I miss? Just bullshitting. We haven't gotten to, I'm almost at the bottom, and we're going to do all three of these. Miss Heather sent me some decants. So we're going to do a Tygar Extract first. Where's that at? There's Tom Ford. I believe it's right here in the middle. No, it is the one on the end. Tygar Extract. Had a nice little note from Miss Heather. It's always nice when I get a little package from Dillard's in Jacksonville, Florida. You know, I haven't tried 5 from Clive Christian, actually. I'm very limited on my Clive Christian experience, so I actually can't. Not that I've tried. I would love to try something like that, though. Not that I've tried. I mean, there's a little rant in there. You could always rewind. Watch it after. Enjoy us live. Yeah, and look, sometimes you can just get 5 ml and it'll go a long way because you might have a sizable collection already. Understandable. That's how I inherited Roy, by the way. When me and George had patched things up from him being a fucking prick for no good reason all those years. And he finally apologized. And I went to Scotland and everything, and we filmed that video and shit. A short film, basically. We started doing stuff together, and that's how I kind of inherited Roy. Roy started watching me. He's like, I kind of like Ross. So he stuck around. I inherited Roy from George Atkinson. That's why anytime I have George Atkinson updates, like when George wasn't doing content, usually if I see Roy and something's new, like, oh, by the way, I'll fill him in. Yes and no. The way I've been describing it, they're like 70% similar because that missing the apricot and that particular musk that Rare Reef has, they're not in Spectrum Chill. So that's a pretty big outlier versus the spicy mint green element that's really strong in Spectrum Chill. Like there's some pretty big differences between the two, even though they're based around the same fragrance. Yeah, we're about to try that right now. Delphinus is really good. That's my next one on my Creed list. Now that I got Centaurus, which is fucking god tier in my opinion. Chopping wood, making homemade beef jerky, playing pencil break. Yeah, with the finger. Hell yeah, with real number 2 pencils, real man shit. He gets it. Fuck, I'm talking about my guy Cy. He gets it. He gets it. Kind of same vibe. Your own parfum to me smells kind of similar, not exact. Noted. Wait on it. March, April. I don't know if we're going to pre-sale in March or start pre-selling at the end of this month. I don't know. We'll see how Oracle goes. Probably March. We'll pre-sale for a little bit. And it's one run, and they're going to be going, no, we're not restocking them. No, they're not coming back. There's not going to, I'm telling y'all ahead of time now, there's no samples. So if you're not comfortable with that, don't buy it. Juan will have decants because he always buys a couple of bottles of each, and you can buy decants from Juan, fatboyfragrance.com. And that'll be the extent of it because we're going to blow through them just like we did with the other ones. With Z3, we're going to blow through them. So there's no point. We might as well use all the juice we can to fill all the bottles we can. Those that don't like it, I'm terribly sorry to hear that for you. And there the goat is. Just in time. We're about to start. So I kept this Parfums de Marley one separate. I already have Playmate. I appreciate you sending me that decant of Playmate from Mind Games. I'm going to put that in the next mystery package. I got a bottle. But we're doing Figue Erotique. We're going to do Tygar EXTRAIT first and the Azaro fragrance. The goat has arrived. Perfect timing. Or you could just make that and send it to me, and I could try it and tell everybody about it, and I like it. And if I like it, you could sell some bottles. Because my people trust me. If I like it, they'll know I really like it. Just saying, Kevin. Instead of talking about mixing them, why don't you just make one? That sounds great. Your hybrids are elite. Why don't you just make one? Light bulb went off as we're talking about it, I bet. So, quite enjoy it. So my Rayhan fragrances, I tend to keep pretty handy. Because I sniff them, and I wear this one out the shower pretty often. See, I got a little bit of a dent going. I'm telling you, all my afternoon swim dupes, hell, I'll wear it tonight. All my afternoon swim dupes, even Limone, I've still got to the side. I like my afternoon swim dupes. I'm sure it'll be a hit for you. I doubt I wouldn't like it because I love both of those. That's my 2 favorite LV fragrances. So you put them together, and what did you got? Something TLTG is going to love. All right, game time. I don't know the notes. I didn't even know this existed until I opened the bubble mailer and saw Miss Heather sent this to me. I didn't even know we had an extrait of Tygar. Now, very familiar with the original. I have been through a carded sample of it. I'm not just going off of clones of it. So the scent memory is pretty strong when it's something I've spent a few ml with. We'll do 2.5 straight. Wow, that is tasty stout. It seems fresher. Now, this is out in the air. My nose is not anywhere actually near where the sprays are, but it seems fresher in the air, which is kind of funny considering it's a higher oil concentration. I would think, if nothing else, it'd be warmer with more amber. But stout. Man, that smells good, though. I bet this shit's like $600, $700. There's like a light pepper. That's pepper. I'll be shocked if pepper's not a note. It smells like fresh pepper. Juice, like, it's not as sharp as grapefruit, but citrusy juice. Squeezing the juice on pepper, not ginger this time. And I could be way off. It could still be the same exact note breakdown. I'm just telling you what it smells like to me. $5.95. You say I was right. $600. These private line Bvlgari fragrances, they ain't playing. They ain't playing. It is fresher than the original. I'm shocked. So they managed to make it volatile because it doesn't even smell like the same grapefruit. It's not that warm grapefruit smell. It could still be grapefruit, but it's fresher. It's juicier. It's not thicker. It's not a sweeter grapefruit or anything like that. Almost like a pink grapefruit. It smells like it could be pink grapefruit specifically. It's got that freshness. It's not as tart. I'm shocked at how fresh this is. The sheen be sheening. It's shining. It's something like that. It's really juicy fresh. Almost like airy, I think is the word I'm kind of omitting here. It's very ozonic. It's got an airiness to it. And you would think with it being an extrait, it would be heavier and warmer. Metallic musk. Team metallic musk all the way, sir. It smells like it's squeezed over pepper. All right. Let's go look. Let's see. Grapefruit ambergris. Spicy's the fourth accord. They don't list pepper. A Tygar has gone flat. Suspiciously similar to Erotique Blue. Erotique Blue is warmer than this. Loses the sparkle. Hell, I think it added sparkle. Traded it for some extra spice, so it's not just me. So this person's disappointed. I don't think it's that sweet. I actually think it's less sweet than the original. Just curious on what people are thinking. And see, it doesn't smell so much like ginger to me. It smells like more like pepper. Man, I hate to go to this shithole, but I just want to see if there's any expansion on the notes. Let's pop up. Amber citrus, balsamic, animalic. That's interesting. Fresh, spicy, fresh. I agree there. Peru balsam, ambergris, amber, citruses, and grapefruits. It's a little bit different. If this is really what it is, I mean, probably going to Bvlgari's website would be the best route to go. Let's do that. That is peppered citrus. You'd be hard pressed to convince me there isn't some black pepper in here. White pepper, black pepper, something like that. Fragrances. The Gem line. Where's Tygar EXTRAIT? There's Tygar. Might be a Dillard's exclusive now. I don't know. Oh, there it is. All right. I clicked Tygar EXTRAIT. Okay, here we go. Olfactive family, citrus woody, grapefruit accord, ambergris accord. So what Parfumo says is actually from the brand. Known as Spice Garden of India, home of magnetic tiger's eye. Its optical effects with yellow and brown stripes. Fascinating ancient civilization. Blah, 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 blah. Blibbity, blibbity, blue. Fragrance captivating contrast. Exquisitely concentrated interpretation of the iconic Le Gem Tiger. Eau de Parfum. At its heart, radiant grapefruit and rare ambergris accords create a luminous citrus woody harmony, elevated with polished depth and sensual allure. The warmth unfolds through the elegance of benzoin, siam, and Peru balsam. So So Parfumo took the literal right up here, and Fragrantica took what was in the description and made a note pyramid out of it. So neither are wrong because both are on the brand's website. Well, all right. Well, I think it's pepper. I think there's pepper. It's definitely more airy and fresh. I do get the ginger more now that it's settling in, but I still get this peppery smell to it. And it's very watery. It's not zesty. It's not sharp. It's very smooth, fresh, and juicy. It's gonna be better than. Oh, God. Get ready. Yes, that's summer, though. We got a few releases before that. Y'all get ahead of yourselves way too fucking easy. Yeah, Jordan, look, it's always better, 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 better. That's how Zaharoff and Claude Deer work. Better, 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 better. Beauty. Yes, this is Tygar EXTRAIT, indeed. Good to see you, Mitra. Yeah, I don't like it as much as the original, though. The original's got the magic. This is good. This is really good, but this isn't 9.5 out of 10 good like the original. I think this is more like 8.5 out of 10. I think it's great. It's lackluster comparatively. So $600 is just too much. It's just too much. I'm thankful for Miss Heather sending this to me for me to be able to try it, though. Now, this is just the early stages in the opening. That would make sense. That would make sense. Thank you for that, Donna. That makes complete sense. Yeah, it's $5.95 for a 4.25 ounce for 125 ml. They have some good clones out there. None of them are as good. When it comes to Tygar, I've never smelled a Tygar clone that I would say is just as good as Tygar. And I got some bangers. I got some home runs. I got some niche ones, like Kajal 3. That's more lemony. It's got a lemonade accord, but it's really close. What's the other niche one I have? Like, I guess niche in the clear inspiration of Tygar that are really good. What's the other one? Shit, I'm drawing a blank here. Somebody's going to say it in the comments. I can't bring myself to, like, I'd love to have a bottle of Tygar that's like 300 something bucks from discounters. But yeah, Kajal 3 is fantastic. It really is. It's amazing. That's probably my favorite one. Vibrato. Yeah, but Vibrato even is fruitier. Similar, but fruitier. It's deeper fragrance. It's more going on. I got to tell you, though, man, this ginger pepper combo, because it's settling into more and more ginger, this shit's getting really good. I bet as it dries down, that 8.5 would start bumping into the 9s, because it's getting better every sniff. Let's call it 8.75. Let's split the difference. Great, bordering outstanding, but I gave the original a 9.5. Just want to make that very clear. The original is a magical fragrance. It's a simple yet magical fragrance. And not a clone, not an inspired by, has captured that magic, in my opinion. There is nothing that smells like Tygar that is as good as Tygar. There's some that get close. There's some that are good enough. If you don't want to spend the money, they're good enough, even in the niche category. But Tygar is Tygar. It's one of them ones. And this EXTRAIT manages to be fresher. It's not as warm. It's spicier, though. I'm telling you, I get this pepper. I can't get past that. It's beautiful. Just it doesn't have that magical feeling that I got from the original. Every time I smelled it, too. It's every time I've smelled Tygar. It's magical. This lacks a little bit of that. That one's good, too. Wondrous Flight. That one. I believe it's that one. Dr. Dora does it the best. See, there's so many out there. See, sir? There you go. Yeah, it's a Wondrous Flight. Rubroca Theorem is pretty good. It's fresh like that is. You know, Rubroca Theorem has that airy freshness, almost aquatic-like. This is that kind of freshness. This is way better than that, though. Way, way better than that. But I don't know. This is an experience to have, though, guys. Especially if you're a fan of of actual Tygar, you're a big fan of that. You're gonna need to try this. You may love it more, you may love it less, but this is one that you definitely need to experience. It's just some things are out of the affordability. Look, fragrance lines like this, they're not marketing to everyone. They're not meant for everyone to have them. Yeah, the bottles are gorgeous. The bottles are stellar. I agree. Scandal Absolu, W. That's the best one. I haven't tried the elixir yet, but until then, yeah. Arrakis is really good. Arrakis, however you say it, I have that too. That's really good. About 9 p.m. night out on Amazon. Unfortunately, couldn't wait. I mean, I paid $49 from Offnon. I bought it from the brand. I mean, that's what it's going to be. It just came out. But I mean, look at it this way, guys. If you can't drop $50 on a fragrance you're really excited about when it launches at $50, you need to slow down. This ain't a hobby for you. You need to slow down on buying and stuff. And I don't mean you specifically, Peter. I just mean people in general. Like if worrying about, but man, I wanted it, but I had to drop the full $50 on the Offnon. If that's a problem, then you got a problem. You see what I'm saying? So it's like time to take a step back and reevaluate what your financial situation is before you start making moves like that. And I don't mean you, Peter. I don't mean you specifically. I just mean based off the comment. There's a broader audience I'm speaking to. You just happen to say the thing that sparked the idea for me to say it. So I just like it. I just like it more. It's more of the Spice Bomb DNA. There's brackets to this shit. I agree. Yeah, it's nose. I already told him about how he's got nose fatigue. Yeah, that's what it is. It's when it stops projecting, his nose wore out basically because it can project for about 2 hours. Yeah, it's not a beast, but it's above average performer for sure. Yeah, you get the longevity out of it. The key is to not spray up here. For the gentleman that said that earlier, don't spray up here. Get it away from your nose, and you'll get wafts of it. You'll get to live through it more. You wear yourself out. When it's right under your nose the whole time, your nose wears out faster. Ooh. At least you're asking different scents, so I'm going to say both. The only time I do the this or that is when they're similar. Those aren't similar. I'm the worst person to ask. I tell people this every day because every day people try to get me to make a decision for them, and I refuse to do it. See, what it is I like both. They are not the same in any way. I have both, so my answer is both. Yeah, but if you had to pick one, and my answer to that is I don't have to. Yeah, but I don't. You want me to pick for you. This is the truth. Like, I wish people would word it right. They'd still get the same answer, but I wish they'd say what they really want to say. Ross, which one do you think I should buy? Sometimes they actually come out and say that, but that's always what it means. When it's not similar profiles, I'm going to say both every time, especially if I have both. So, y'all asked the wrong guy that shit. I don't do this or that's unless they're similar DNA. That's when it's like, there's a lot of redundancy. You don't need both. Whereas those are different fragrances. They don't smell the same at all. And they're both really good. Yeah, for sure. Yes. And I don't remember it. It didn't impact me enough to where I remember it that well. I have tried it, though. I forgot who sent me the decant. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I don't have a single Swiss Arabian fragrance. Yeah, the shoulders are anywhere behind the... Ooh, cramp. Slow down, Peck. Now I know I got to be careful because it's going to want to lock up. Had a really good chest workout. Don't go locking up on me. But anywhere that's... Ooh, this one's wanting to lock up too. Shit. Behind the ears, behind the neck, shoulders, collarbone at the close. Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, boy, if I didn't have my shirt on, y'all see the muscle jumping. Careful. Careful, young grasshopper. They got some good stuff. They got some good stuff overall. I haven't smelled any of their new stuff in the last couple of years, though, but Ocean Noir is still my favorite from the brand. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. L'Homme Ideal Cologne Forte. I do need to grab it. I still haven't grabbed that one yet. I'm trying to pace myself right now. We go to the CPA tomorrow, and we're about to start the whole process. There's a certain lender we're going to be using that has an influencer division. We're used to dealing with the financial situation that I have, which isn't a bad financial situation. It's a complicated financial situation is what it is. Traditional underwriting doesn't do well with this. You got to go to specialty lenders for that. And not like you got to pay extra this, that, and the other. Just lenders that are used to dealing with people that make their living on social media. Because there's a lot more intricacy when dealing with people like me, for sure. Because there's some things that are taxable. Some things come from international money, like stuff I earn from Fragrance Buy. It converts from Canadian to USD. I get paid. That's international money. I don't get a 1099 for that. You know what I mean? Stuff locally, I get 1099s for. Like this, that's just one example. So there's so much that goes into this. Oh God, taxes are hell when you're 1099 and you have multiple sources of income, not just 2 or 3. It's crazy. And it's a pain in the ass. It's great to get to write all this stuff off. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, when you're trying to get a mortgage, you can't. You got to pay a shitload of taxes. You can't do all your write-offs because your income's got to be a certain point. Oh, the hoops. The hoops can be a stressful couple of months, guys. But it's going to be for the better because I'm very, very hindered with content formats because it's just too much of a headache to do certain things because it's so cluttered in here for both channels, especially for the other channel. I can't really let the sneaker channel flourish the way I want to because I'm so limited on what I can do because the way things have to be piled and stacked. And same thing with the fragrance channel isn't able to flourish as much as it could and breathe as much as it could. So when I can separate these into 2 different rooms, it's going to make a huge difference on the setups and the content formats. The channels will be able to breathe a lot more. We'll be able to do a lot more. So fingers crossed, say a prayer for me that everything goes the way we need it to. So we need to move on to another fragrance. Red Fever. I have not. Appreciate you coming up. Good night, man. Detour Noir Exclusive. I have not tried it. I do have a large decant of Latent Exclusive, though. It's phenomenal. Special occasion fragrance. You're going to lose your mind, trust me. Because I've got, since I moved here, when I moved here, I had a little over 1,400. I've got at least 1,000 more bottles since I moved here. Been here a little over 2 years. Yeah. Be a nightmare. At least it's a local move and I'm not moving cross country again. Because I moved from Texas to Colorado, that was a nightmare. Then I moved from Colorado to Florida. That was a nightmare. I'm moving from this zip code to the next zip code over, which is just across a bridge, 20 minutes down the road. Moving from Panama City Beach to Panama City. So, not a long move, thank God. Thank God. Man. Don't know what the hell you're talking about. Yeah, it's a lot. I have no idea what you're talking about. So, on to the next one. Azaro, Most Wanted. Absolu. Let's grab that one and see what it's about. I have not looked at the notes. Or maybe I did. I think we did on iFragrance a while back. Your concoction is amazing. Managed to get El Salvador with some friends. Nice word. Oh, you're talking about Sunkist Island. Glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. Cool Toys Latino. Shout out to the Latino community. I appreciate that. Azarov C. What is that? I don't know what you're talking about. What is Azarov C? Drawing a blank, Miss Heather. Drawing a blank. I don't know. Enlighten me. Oh, Azaro. Okay. Typos. Yeah, I had a couple people say they were interested in seeing what I had to say about this. Let's see. So we got Strong. I have no idea because I don't know what the fuck he's asking me about. What is frostbite and freeze? I don't know. Azaro needs to stop effing around and launch a blue. I'd be down with that. I'm ready for my blue spice bomb. They still haven't given me yet. That's fruity and sweet. A little spice in the backdrop, but not like a heavy cinnamon or anything like we're used to with this line. It's got more fruitiness to it. That's a different fruitiness. What is that? I feel like it's a few. It's more than one fruity note mixing together. What is that? I mean, I've been waiting on a blue spice bomb. Side of the bridge you live on. I have a PCB side right now. Moved to Denver from there to Nashville. Hell yeah. Well, considering you're into guitars, I think Nashville's a good spot for you, right? This is nice. Now, it doesn't grab me like Forever Wanted Elixir does, though. The initial blast, I don't think is as good. I feel like it lost a little bit of luster. Is it because of the lack of leather, maybe? Gotta hit the gym. Have a good workout, sir. That's good. Oh, I've seen that bottle. I want to say I saw a Fragrance Buy on Instagram posted a thing of the box opening. The bottle looks cool. What's that duping? I would assume it's a dupe. The bottle looks cool, though. Bellavita CEO, man, intense. Never tried it. Good to see you, though. This is getting better. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of maybe a deeper version of, like a fruitier version of Wanted Tonic. And some of you probably went, oh, that's basic. Wanted Tonic's actually pretty good. That lime ginger combo. I feel like this is a little bit fruitier, a little bit deeper. A little bit of spice here that stands out more than the ginger does in Wanted Tonic. But I feel like, honestly, this is like almost them walking the blue path. Honestly, not quite, but I don't know. It feels not what I thought it would be. Yes. Already tried it. For me, it's really good. I think it's pretty good. I don't think it's special, though. You have a good night, sir. Thanks for coming to spend some time with us. Yeah, let's take a look at the notes. Which I don't think they have the notes on here. Yeah, they don't have it on here. I think we got to go to iFragrance, maybe. Forever Wanted Absolu. Incense, whiskey, vanilla. So is that what's sweet? I don't find it's boozy like that. It's sweeter than anything. Just a little fruity and sweet. This is supposed to be boozy? I don't find. Yes, I was talking about freeze. I'm scared it's going to be a lemon cleaner smell. It's possible. I haven't tried it. I saw the bottle, though. Bois Imperial layered with Collage Island Dreams goes well together. Ross in the chat. Ross in the cut. What's up, man? Good to see you. Got Rare Reefing yesterday. That's phenomenal shit right there. Yeah, I don't find Beardsome. Good to see you, sir. Yeah, I don't find it's all that boozy. It's got the sweetness of a whiskey accord, and it's not heavy on the incense. I'm kind of like 7.5. It's pretty good, you know, but it ain't special. I don't find it boozy. Yeah, so we're on the same page, Miss Heather. Because now that I'm looking at this note breakdown, I remember getting excited that it was incense and whiskey. And I really don't get much of either. I get fruity sweet. I get a little pinch of spice. Yeah, it's a little warm. It's just as warm as it is fresh. Like, I feel like it's probably their most generic release in like their last 5 releases. Like, I think even Wanted EDP has more character than this one. And I didn't care for that one. Like, I feel about the same about this as I do about Wanted EDP, the silver bottle. I don't think it's that great. I think it's good. It's obviously good. It smells good. It's going to get compliments. There's going to be a bunch of people that like it, but it's just not moving me. It's not moving. It's not a needle mover for me. And there's a lot of designer fragrances that move the needle. Like my bottle of Bad Boy Cobalt Absolute's been delayed. I just got another update today. Yesterday's email was, it's taking longer than we expected. We apologize. Today, it's like, your order is being processed. We'll let you know when it leaves. That shit's taking a little while to move. Yeah, I'm going with 7.5, and I think it's generous because my reaction versus my rating may not seem like they match well, because 7.5 is not a bad rating. 7.5 very good is that. It's a very good fragrance, but I expected more, especially seeing the notes. That it lets me down seeing the notes is like, that's what it's supposed to be, but that's not what it smells like to me. So now look, am I going to end up with a bottle eventually? Yeah, they're probably going to send me a PR bottle, and I'm going to spend more time with it, and it's probably going to grow on me, but my initial reaction is a little bit disappointed because it's not what I wanted it to be. That's a me thing. You know, it's not the fragrance's fault. There's nothing wrong with the fragrance. It's an expectation I put on it. And then now seeing these notes, it's like, oh, shit. I feel like it could have been so much more. 7.5 out of 10. I think that's a good rating for it. That would be 2 different videos because that versus doesn't make sense. I mean, I guess, I mean, not that it doesn't make sense. I feel like it would be better as 2 separate videos, I guess is what I should say. See, I saw the post for my fragrance. I saw the big picture, but it's like, did they change it? Because we already had La Nuit de l'Homme Eau de Parfum. It was cardamom and leather. It's really good. Did they change it? Because we already have that. I wonder how much they made. Because I can tell you they ain't doing much for free. I'm confident in that. Especially Michelle. At this point, she ain't doing shit for free. Nah, she ain't. You ain't about to get on her channel for free. Not as big as her presence has become online. There's no way. And look, I don't blame her. There's a benefit for a brand to get on her channel and for her to like your fragrance. So I'm sure it was pricey for them to get that shit on there. God knows how much. Because I know what her old rates from like 3 years ago were, and it was crazy then when she had 200,000 subscribers. I can't imagine what it is now with all the stuff she's done and how big she's gotten. I'm not going to throw a business out there on what it used to be. Y'all be blown away. I guarantee you it's more than that now, and it was a fuckload back then to get on her channel with a few videos as a minimum. Like, you had to do a few videos with her. You didn't just get one video. Shout out to her. It is work for her. I am not knocking her hustle. As long as she's being straight with people, I'm good with it. Make your money, girl. As long as you're being straight with people, that's all that matters to me. I've never tried that one. Yes, it's kind of like a highlight reel of sweet, spicy designers. If you like typical sweet, spicy designers, you'll like that. This is a try before you buy, because if you see those notes and you get really excited, and it seems like Miss Heather has a similar experience to me with what she smells, at least not getting the whiskey part of it, you might want to try it first. Get out to a department store. They'll have them at the department stores. That's a good one. Yeah, that shit's great. It's true. Like I said, as long as you be straight with people, make your money, girl. I don't make near as much money as she does. She makes fucking money. She makes fucking money. And she moved to Dubai, so all the shit's tax-free now. So that's why they do that, by the way. They got business deals over there. They make a lot of money over there, and they don't have to pay their taxes. So good for them. You know. Vicanto Maston. I haven't tried that one. Good to see you, though. Chili pepper in it. That's different. Okay, because the original was based around leather. It was really good, too. La Nuit de l'Homme Eau de Parfum, the first version, is really good. I don't think it needed a new version. They could have named it something else. Eau de Parfum Intense. Eau de Parfum Extreme, or something like that. I'm a little disappointed with this Cesaro. It is what it is. Put that back in the card so I don't forget what's what. We put Tygar back in its card as well. Boy, that Tygar is getting better and better. That 8.75 might start getting bumped into the 9 range. Bvlgari EXTRAIT is good. It's just so pricey. It's so pricey. Ormond Jane's a phenomenal brand. You want a really good vetiver fragrance? Vetiveria. Of course, all of the Montabacos are good. And I haven't tried all of them. I have 2 or 3 of them. And they're amazing. There's like 7 or 8 of them. Ormond Man, very classic fougere. They got so much good stuff. They got beautiful dry vanilla that they released last year. Vanilla Mistral. This is really good too. I got several from the brand. I got like 8 or 9, maybe 10 fragrances. I got a couple travel atomizers of different fragrances from them as well, besides just bottles. Like I'm a fan. Ormond Jane's a fantastic brand. The OG has the magic. The OG has the magic for me. Yeah, just scroll back. It lacks the magic of the original, in my opinion. I never tried it. As far as the original versus L'Homme EDP, I would say L'Homme EDP is the better overall fragrance because La Nuit de l'Homme Eau de Parfum, the old version, very much still a date night fragrance. Gentleman Boisé, great choice. So yeah, I'm gonna grab that at some point. I'm really glad to have thank you for the birthday code, by the way. I did use that. Kara hit me up. She's like, "Did you order Bad Boy Cobalt Absolu yet? Because it's your birthday month and you can use birthday 15." I was like, "No, I didn't use it yet, actually." So I was able to save 15%. Shout out to Kara. Yes, they do a lot of really good work. The perfumer / brand owner takes a lot of pride in that brand. A lot of pride. Maybe one day. There's so much stuff to buy. It's easy to move on to different things. I'm not in a hurry to do it. Just know that if you're really that interested about them, you could do what I do and you could buy them to try them. That's what I'm going to do. I know everybody wants me to spend the money first. I get it. But there's just so much shit out there to do. Which Genius Me is really good. Really good. Frothy Blue, the creaminess, like you mentioned, mix that grapefruit's just fire. Well, there's a lot of creaminess in Cobra too, for sure. Victoria's Secret Men's Deep Water EDP. Victoria's Secret's got some decent fragrances. They had to change it and replace it, but I'm glad to have the original. I mean, I haven't touched it in a while, but it's really good. North Stag 4 and Rare Reef. I've tried North Stag 4 and Virgin Island Water, the original, but not Rare Reef. Gun to your head. Which you pick and why? So these are at least different. These are 3 different profiles. But, I mean, all of them. That's the thing. It's all of them, dude. I mean, Rare Reef was my clone of the year last year, if that helps. That was my favorite clone released last year, and it held. It came out in the spring, and it held all year as my favorite. It was my #1 the whole year. It never got beat. And that's the most I'll give you because I'm not going to pick one. The this or that argument is same fragrances where it's like, okay, there's heavy redundancy. There ain't no redundancy right there. That's a variety of fresher fragrances. They're all good. They're all different. There you go. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not necessarily going to pick one over the other because I have all 3. I love all 3. I wear all 3. It's just one of those deals where I guess the answer is Rare Reef was my favorite clone of 2025. So there you go. I guess that is the answer. Azure Oud. I'm not a fan. I appreciate the all right. Well, here's the thing. If you've tried, no, based on what you're saying, you haven't tried Oud Maracuja. If you try Oud Maracuja, then you try that, you'll understand. It's not near as good as what it's cloning. Not even close. That one's got a rotten fruit smell. The beauty is in Oud Maracuja. That's beautiful. That's when you try the original, you'll think the clone's shit. I would, at least I do. You know, that's one of those ones I'll never recommend Azure Oud to you. I'll say just save the money and get Oud Maracuja. It's special. That's a banger, dude. It's good shit. I haven't tried Kingdom, but Hawass Elixir is very balanced. I actually prefer Lionheart Man. Club Nui Lionheart Man. It's super minty. Much more of a twist. It's super, super peppermint at the top. I prefer that one. I get more apricot than citrus. If you want more citrus and no apricot, Spectrum Chill. And you got spicy mint. Jumps into the fold. They both stand on their own. There's redundancy, but they both stand on their own. Lucky, mine's back ordered till the 30th. At least that's the last update I saw. Nailed it. Good job. Yeah, some fragrances you get so familiar with because you just enjoy them so much. You say it locks in your scent memory that when you smell it, ooh, I know what he's wearing. I have to ask so you can know if you're right. Good for you, man. Ooh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's some good shit right there, buddy. Where is it at? It's around here somewhere. There's those two. I swore, yep. I was about to say I could swore it was right here. Yes. This is good shit right here, boy. Yes, if you like dates, this is really, really good. It's a little resinous, but beautiful. Well executed. I've got several fragrances now that feature dates. By far the best one. This is so good, it made me explore the house and start buying other fragrances from the house. All of my house oud fragrances are still in. I bought all of these. Dates Delight was sent to me, and I went out and bought these three. Yeah. Underappreciated house, man. See, that's another reason why I need the house, guys. Part of my fragrance collection's on this fucking desk. It's not what this desk was for. If I want to put another shelf, it'd have to go in the middle of the fucking room. I don't want to do that. So, yes, it's amazing. If you like dates, must try. Never tried that one. Seraphim Red, good to see you, sir. Quality Alone, which of the three? Probably the Afnan still. Afnan, they use really good quality oils. Rayhan's not too shabby. The Paris Corner fragrance is the most synthetic of the bunch. I would say the Afnan. Let's see. Oh, shit. Well, what you got to do is you got to click from top chat to live chat. You got to change it. It automatically does top chat. So if you're on your smartphone, you just got to click the little gear icon with the lines and change it to live chat. I agree. 1,000%. Yes. Yes. Very, very, very underrated fragrance from last year. That was in my mid-tier, that second tier of best designers released last year. It's the best Coach fragrance, in my opinion. Between Open Road and all the Coach for Men line, that's the best one, I think. I'm with you. I think it's garbage. I don't wear it. The only time I talk about it is the shit on it and tell people not to buy it. Those videos pop up once in a while. The only thing that's a safe bet is knowing your taste and going with your taste. So it's not so much as what brand or specific fragrance if you don't know what's a safe style of fragrance or aromatic profile for you. Only you know that. I don't know what you like. Safe blind buys are based around individual taste. Because what my taste, me and you may have different taste in what's a safe blind buy. Makes sense? See, I don't give you that cookie cutter bullshit all these other people will give you. I'll give you a real answer. I don't want to steer you down a path where you're like, that motherfucker told me and this was shit. See? You know me well enough, Nathan. You've been around a long time. Now, if you can say what your favorite style fragrance is, maybe I could recommend something. Give me a little bit more information into what you like. Mr. Sammy Andrus, good to see you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Keep glazed. Whipped cream mango. I bet I would like that. I agree, Newt. Me and Newt seem to agree on a lot with these designers, I've noticed. It's like me and Randy. We agree on a lot of shit. You must agree with Randy on a lot of shit, too. When it comes to designers, me and Randy's like that. We eye to eye on like 90%. Ooh. Have you tried Enclave? That's my favorite mint fragrance. Spearmint done to perfection. with olibanum. No, it's pricier, but you don't mind pricey. You like good shit, Blaine. Have you ever tried Amouage Enclave? It's fucking amazing. I think it's number one. Or, if you want a good lime and mint leaf, Aqua Celestia Forte would be my number 2 favorite mint fragrance. MFK. That's a home run. Agreed, Ken, agreed. That's right, big dog. That's right. Appreciate the $2 super sticker, sir. No, because J'adobe is very similar from Mind Games, and I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Once I got Mind Games, J'adobe, they're close enough. Instead of oud, it's suede. But the accords are pretty similar. The exotic fruits with the animalics, they're similar enough to where it's pretty redundant to have both. So when I'm in the mood, I just wear J'adobe, and J'adobe's top 3 from the house for me. So yeah, if I didn't have J'adobe, yes, 1000% yes. But they're kind of too redundant. It's not a profile I reach for enough to warrant having both. But I have enough experience with the original, thankfully, that and actually I still have my box sample. No, this ain't it. Where's my box sample? Where did I put it? I got my box sample around here somewhere, just in case I ever need to reference it. I still got like a little over an ml. Yeah, but I'm hoping to be moving in about 3 months. So that's the plan. Teriyaki Intense with Atlantis Extrait. This extrait's really good too. The coconut water watermelon. Good shit. Telling you, man. It's amazing. Easy on the sprays. One spray at first stings the nostrils. Potent shit. 2 sprays makes Heidi's eyes burn in the car. At least my bottle. I don't know if they've changed the formula to water it down, as people like to say, but because I got one of the launch, I got the launch badge of Enclave. That shit is crazy strong. I did 4 sprays the first time I wore it, like to melt her face off. She was having to roll the window down in the car. I'll never forget. I had to start doing 2 sprays when I wear it. She was telling me it's still too strong. Yeah, it's amazing. Nitro Elixir. It smells like L'Absolu, but L'Absolu is spicier. It's a denser, spicier fragrance. The L'Absolu smells like the more expensive fragrance. Believe it or not, it smells like the more expensive fragrance. Now, if you're not willing to spend with, let me put it this way. L'Absolu is better across the board. It's the better fragrance. If you're not willing to spend 3 times for a 60 ml from discounters, what Nitro Elixir 100 ml will cost you, Nitro Elixir is good enough. Nitro Elixir is fantastic until you try L'Absolu. And you're like, well, shit, this is better. This is what it's supposed to be. This is better. And most will agree, other than the ones that are trying to convince themselves that, no, this is better. I'm telling you, maybe it's really their taste, or maybe they're just like, no, shit on the more expensive one. Could be either, right? But objectively, to me, take price out of it. This is the better fragrance. It is. I'll throw this bitch away before I get rid of this one. And this is an amazing fragrance from them. It's one of the best from the house. I will throw that shit away before I will give up my bottle of Absolu. There's my opinion on it. Both are fantastic. I would say that's like 90%. You'll hear others say, I can't even tell the difference in the air. They got an affiliate link. I got an affiliate link too. But I'm also being objective. You have to be objective. You have to. There's a difference between influencer and fragrance reviewer. An influencer only cares about making money. A fragrance reviewer actually is passionate about being technical as they can be and breaking down the fragrance. There's a difference in this space, and it's flooded with influencers because technically I am an influencer, but at my core, I like to break down a fragrance. I like to review the fragrance, and that's my honest take on everything. Everything's my honest take. I shouldn't even have to say that shit. Oud Satin Mood Extrait. I don't think I've ever tried the Extrait. The EDP's like super smooth. The rose is just silky. I don't think I've ever tried the Extrait though. Just the EDP. The EDP is crazy strong in itself. I have not. We got one more fragrance to do. We're at an hour 30. We got 206 in the chat. I appreciate we've held strong with a very strong audience for a long time. I haven't tried Overture. Not from Zerzov. That's for sure. That's the one I wear the least. That's my least favorite. It's a good fragrance. It's just the rest of the line speaks to me more. Yep. Excited to try London when it comes in, though. Yeah, that's super, super minty. When I went to buy it from Sabina, it was already sold out. Everybody already bought them. I'm going to catch it. I'm just not going to be the first to it, and that's fine. I'm not going to be the first to anything really right now because I'm having to pace the way I buy. I can't just buy boatloads at once like I usually do. I got to pace my spending. And I got to really buy like the most important stuff. I can't just buy every fucking thing I want to buy right now. I need to be mindful. See, I haven't tried that one. Oh, yeah, we've been, the house, our plan A, B, and C have been sitting on the market. Whatever's supposed to be will be. But yeah, my plan A has been plan A the whole time for like 6 or 7 months now. It's been on the market for a little while. And I know what it is because they're the highest priced for that floor plan because plan A and B are the same floor plan. Plan A has laminate plank flooring throughout. Plan B has carpet in the main room upstairs and the bedrooms. I'd rather not have the carpet. It's a $30,000 difference in the house. And I know, based on selling cars, luxury cars in Sugarland, that the owners aren't budging. They're not paying nothing on closing. They ain't coming off the price. They ain't doing nothing. But when they want to buy a Mercedes, they want $20,000 off. I'm not going to say the culture. Some can guess, but that's how they do business. It's not a racism thing, guys. I've lived this. And that's why that house is sitting on the market. And I just have to be willing to pay what they're now willing to budge off of. They're over market value slightly. They're not going to budge. The yard's fucking dead. They let the yard die. I got to plant grass. I'm not sodding. I got to regrow the yard. The house is amazing. But they could give a shit less and let the yard die. They're the highest priced. They're not budging on nothing. They're not motivated to sell. They're the type that it's going to sell when it sells and it's going to sell for what we want or it ain't going to sell. It's that. Versus plan B, they're motivated to sell. They came off the market for a month. They came back. They're 30 grand lower. Willing to pay half a closing. Probably willing to do a little more on the price. And plan B is the one Heidi likes more. Because she likes the way the kitchen layout is more like the countertops and the sink and everything. She likes more. Whereas it's more about the flooring for me. They're the exact same floor plan. The exact same floor plan. They're in the same neighborhood. So, if they're too stubborn, if plan A is too fucking stubborn, which I'm confident they will be. I've done business with the culture a lot. They're stubborn. They want you to give them the world when they're buying. Trust me. It is what it is, so I really want that house. But if they're not willing to budge a little, I'm not unreasonable. I get you want to make a profit. I'm not unreasonable. But if they're not willing to budge a little bit in some aspect somewhere, we're going to go plan B and they're going to lose another buyer. Because I guarantee you because the house is gorgeous. And it's the layout that I need. I'm sure it's a layout a lot of people would like. But the situation is the type where buyers will walk. If a buyer can't get you to budge even an inch, a lot of buyers are going to walk. And I have a feeling that's why it's sat on the market. So we'll see. Again, whatever's supposed to be will be. Whatever the plan that's in place, the path I'm destined for is what the path I'm going to walk, But it's going to be one of those two. God willing, everything goes right with underwriting and all that stuff and qualifying for what I need to qualify for and yada, yada, blah, 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 all the hoops and everything that's going to come with my situation. But, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. It's going to be so much better for both my channels, that's for sure. Really will be. Noted. So it's two different formats. They have that option. So I never did it before. So I said, what the hell? Why not? No, not anytime soon. Nah, it's going to be a while. It's going to be a while. Before I'm 50 is the goal. I just turned 41 last week. So before I'm 50, I'll get my Corvette. The Corvette's not priority. There's other things that are taking priority. The house right now is number one. And then there's something else I'm not going to discuss publicly within a few more years. That's the second priority that we're working towards. So then once that's set up and everything's going good, I can look into Corvettes. Oh, I don't trade anything. I appreciate the offer. I keep everything. That's a review library for points of reference when needed. Yeah, I don't get rid of anything, man. I mean, it's okay, but I mean, smell oud maracuja. So you haven't seen any other video where I've talked about it after that, then, where I've said, no, don't buy this. You got to watch more content, man. You got to watch more content. I'm the only content creator worth watching. Just ask me. I'm kidding. Depends on where in Florida. Everybody thinks the state of Florida is Miami. So do you live in Miami type weather or my type of weather in the Panhandle or somewhere in the middle? No, I can't. I don't own any Game of Spades fragrances. They don't send me all kinds of shit so I can talk about them like everybody else. Yeah, it's going to be some hoops to jump through. Look, I don't want a bunch of grass, but a bunch of dead grass looks terrible, Miss Heather. I'm gonna plant some Bermuda. Anybody in the car business knows what the fuck I'm talking about. Anybody in the car business knows what the fuck I'm talking about. The most shrewd negotiators on the fucking planet that want the world unless you're buying something from them. They want you to give them the world, or they want to get the world if they're selling. That's what doing business is with them. It's just what it is. But anybody in the car business knows exactly what the fuck I'm saying. It's what it is to do business. Trust me. I lived in Sugarland. I was the white guy that lived in Sugarland. I was the one. But I miss all my Hispanic friends when I lived in Sugarland. And that wasn't the dominance of the population, wasn't Hispanic either. Nor was it the darker hued color. My people, you know what I mean? Wasn't them either. You know? It shouldn't unless you're subscribed. Well, it'll always say subscribers only when you first show up. But if you're subscribed for at least the 2 weeks, you're good to go. Yeah, you have no worries. Well said, sir. No, hell no. I like being out in the world. No, I'm not putting in a home gym. And I'm having an elliptical to do fasted cardio in the morning. Yes, a room for every content channel. Absolutely. Rafe, good to see you, sir. Invictus Victory Elixir, excellent choice. Right on, my man. It's never Benny weather in Miami, that's for sure. That's going to be the new inside joke, right, Benny? You have a good one, my man. You have a good one. Probably not. Nah, probably not. You never know, though. You can say it. Yes, it's obvious. Doing business with Indians. That's just what it is. Like I said, it's nothing about a racism kind of thing. It's reality. If you've ever done business with them, it's the truth. It's what it is. It's not a stereotype. It's doing business. They are shrewd negotiators. They love the art of the negotiation. They want to haggle. And they are relentless. They will spend 6 months haggling you over a vehicle. I've had it happen many times. They'll keep, hey, my friend, I'm back, so talk to me. And it's like, no, you still can't do that. The dealership's not going to lose 12 grand for you to buy a vehicle. Oh, come on, you can do it. No, I'm telling you, You know you're being unrealistic. You know. And eventually, if they actually want the vehicle, they end up with a phenomenal deal. But it's not what they were asking for, because what they're asking for legitimately can't happen. But that's trust me, this was my life for a couple of years when I sold cars in Sugar Land. This was my life. This was our main client base at Mercedes-Benz Sugar Land. So again, it's not a hateful thing. It's just doing business with them. I'm very well equipped with what doing business with them is like, Patels and all the folks, Oh yeah. Majority of my car deals when I was at Mercedes. Not all of them, not all of my car deals, but I would say 70%. I sold a lot of cars at Mercedes. I was top of that leaderboard most months. I was salesman of the month most months, especially on the used car side. So, yeah. So when it comes to getting from them, as I know that's why that house is sitting on the market. Then they let the yard die. That was so disappointing. We'll see. I'm hopeful. They want too much for the house. Comparably with the same floor plan, they want too much. They just do. They want too much. So it's probably going to be the one Heidi likes more. Plan B is probably going to be the house we go after. I just don't want carpet in the rooms, though. It'd just be easier to not have the carpet in the rooms. I like the laminate plank flooring throughout. It's just nicer. It's easier to clean. Looks better. So much easier upkeep, I find. There you go. Shouts COLOGNE. Often. Yes. Very much. Very often. I don't know about all that. I'm sure a lot of people would argue with that. The Benny reference. Yeah, for sure. Shout outs to Nigerian Giants Iberi. I've had several of them try to steal me to go to their wholesale lots and work for them. Like I said, I got nothing against any of them. I don't. It's the reality of doing business with them. I know what it's like doing business with them. It's anybody in the car business. Now, I've never dealt with scammers and stuff like that. That's totally different. I'm just talking about the car business, in particular. And that's all. As far as what you're talking about, I have zero experience on any of that. And so now in arbitration. Oh, shit. Jason Bircher. Yeah. No, I can haggle with the best of them. It's the thing is when the ball is in the other side of the court and they hold the cards, they don't have to come off the price and they don't have to sell it to you. And they're okay with that because their view is somebody's going to buy it for this. And they're right most of the time. It's probably just not going to be me either, like so many others that probably wanted to buy it and walked. This is a nice fucking house. It's perfect for me. It's perfect for us. I want that house, Never tried it. Yeah, but flooring's so fucking expensive to get installed these days. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing it. Install, slam that laminate. I get it, but we've got to rip the carpet up too. I'm not going to tell y'all how many square feet this house is. It's a lot of square footage of carpet that has to come up. It's a lot. It's a big house, not a small house. So it'd be more expensive than you think. I don't want to spend that. Well, there's no carpet where the toilets are in the bathrooms or anything like that. That's older homes that have that kind of situation. Blue Erotique, Prada Black, and L'Homme Low. All three today. Shit. Hey, man, they're determined to get their way. Oud Malaki, good stuff. Midnight Hour. All right. Go ahead with your bad self. So we got one last fragrance. We had 15 minutes till we hit the 2-hour mark. Let's get this last one in, shall we? Figue, Erotique from Tom Ford. Let's see what we're working with here. All right. Spraying that. That is strong too. Carpeting in every room, including the kitchen. Ooh, yeah, that sucks. Okay, here we go. You hung out the whole time too, Miss Heather. I'm sorry I'm taking so long. I don't go live that often, so they've been going like 2 hours every time I do go live. I don't do a skincare routine. No. You a sensitive little fella? You do skincare routines? I'm a traditional guy. I don't do skincare routines. Yeah, I don't do that shit. Are you telling me to, or you would like to see me do one as a recommendation? Either way, one's more insulting than the other, so I have two different answers. So let me know which one. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Good to see you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so they're not wrong. Like I said, they're well within their rights to sell their house however they want to whoever they want to. They don't have to budge. They don't have to help out in closing. They don't have to do any concessions of any kind. They don't have to. So he could be telling me my skin needs a skincare routine. He could be insulting me. That's why I was like, let's get a clarity. Let's get a clarification here on exactly what you mean. Because that could be, I can interpret that two different ways. He's looking for a recommendation and wants to see what I would do, or he's like, your skin's bad, you should do it. That's a very different answer. That's a more fun answer for the audience. That's why I want to see which one. That's different. It's not figgy like I thought it would be. Okay, so he legitimately means it. That's why I had to ask. It could be interpreted two different ways. I actually have naturally oily skin. That's one of the main reasons I don't do lotions and all these different things. I wouldn't say I'm blessed in any way or anything like that. Like I have natural redness and stuff like that. But thank you for the compliment. But as far as skincare routines, seemed like Miss Heather would be the gal to speak with. Second-degree burn. Shit, I'm sorry to hear that. So thank you for letting me know. Because like I said, if it was an insulting thing, I would have had a very funny for the audience answer. Like fucking with you kind of thing. That's why I was like, this could be a fun for the audience if it's that one, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't do any of that stuff. So I actually have zero recommendation, my man. Sounds like you legitimately have reason for it. So I mean, I'm so terribly sorry to hear about that. I bet that's awful. I can't imagine. I'm telling you, Miss Heather's the actual GOAT. She's the only one that can claim that in Fragcom. Yeah, she's the actual GOAT. Well, skincare definitely worth it if you want to keep your skin looking young, but it depends on your skin, pH levels, and so forth. Sounds like somebody that's heavily into it. Sounds like Essence of the Blessed would be another person you might want to speak with. That is far more powdery and soft around the edges than I thought it would be. It's even a touch milky. I don't get bitter and green. I don't get juicy. Like it's not, like I said, it's not traditional figgy. Like a little bit. There's a little bit of green fig hiding in there. That's the only level of fig I would say I get. It's kind of a green fig. I do get a slight milky tone to it. It's a little woodsy. It's a little powdery. Like I get this lactonic feel. Yeah, I know. I get a slight lactonic milkiness, just a little bit. Like I would say, just on a scale of 1 to 10, like 2. Like it's noticeable enough where I can pick it up, but it's not dominant. It's not making it like creamy or anything like that. It's just kind of hovering in the background, and I can pick it up. But it's not bitter. It's not a bitter fig at all. It's actually quite smooth. Let's pull these notes up. Fruity fresh, floral, sweet green, Cadota fig, fig leaf, bergamot zest, Sugar, Lang Lang, Vetiver. So there's my woodiness. It's not as fruity as this will lead you to believe, at least not to me. It's a soft fragrance. And when I say soft, I don't mean like weak. I mean, it's just like, it's almost like a cuddly, cozying up to a blanket kind of feel to the texturing of this. Miss Heather, is that making sense to you? Is that kind of what you were hoping I would say? Something along those lines, or what I would pick up? I haven't gotten any of those. You're not the first to request that either. I like this a lot. This is a very easy, laid back type of feeling to this fragrance. 7.5 out of 10 on 89 ratings. I think that's undershooting this fragrance. Kind of earthy on me, almost garden vibes. That's kind of the green side to it. I don't get earthy though. Maybe as it dries more, because I mean, I'm clearly just sitting in the opening right now, but it's very lovely. It's getting greener by the moment as it settles in more. I got a few from the Odyssey line. I've done like 4 of them. Limoni's right here. I just did that one recently. It smells like afternoon swim, but a little bit sweeter. I've got a few of them. I got White Diamond, not that line. I'm sorry. That's the Armaf niche line, White Diamond. Shit. I got 3 or 4 of them. Off the top of my head, Tyrant. I'm trying to remember which other ones. It's been a while since I've sprayed them, but I got like 3 or 4 of them. This is quite green. I even get a little spiced element coming to it. It's not super sweet. It's a little on the sweet side. This is really smooth and really nice. Yeah, this ain't that. This definitely is not that. I really like this. Miss Heather, what's this going for in retail? Oh, Lord. You have a good one, Noop. Thanks for hanging with us. I mean, we're shutting it down here in a few minutes. I'm going to cut it off at the 2-hour mark. We've got people leaving. I mean, other lives are probably starting. We're almost 2 hours in. We got to the last fragrance. The banter's done. We're down to 136. We held a great crowd for a long time. It's still a great crowd. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys spending some time with me. I'm trying to do more of these, you know. We got those 3 Parfums and Marley fragrances. We'll probably do either Thursday or Friday, depending on how the days shake out, or beginning of next week. I'm trying to do at least one a week as best I can. I'd like to get into this week. We'll see. Yeah, it sold out quick, man. Yeah, so we didn't have a whole lot that came back, so we used the oil we had set aside to make samples with. We ended up filling some more bottles because George had the boxes and the components. He just had to get some glass printed because he had bottles. He just didn't have bottles with the print on them, so he sent them to the printer, and there was a small little restock that happened. It was the same oil, same badge. But I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it blew through them. It was crazy. I can't do everything all the time. I appreciate you wanting to see a bunch of stuff. Like right now is kind of an odd time with buying for me because, like we were just discussing, I'm literally about to start the process of buying a house this month. That's going to be going on for the next couple of months. So we're going to see how that goes. Hopefully by beginning of summer, I'm living in the damn thing. Smelled this at Sephora and it was decent. And what you can expect for a Tom Ford. I'm liking it. I'm curious how crazy expensive it is, though. They feel like they have gold with every damn fragrance that's in these private line bottles. I like it. It's simple. It's straight to the point. It's soft and powdery. I get a little bit of milky, just a slight milkiness to it. Very green, not all that bitter, not super fruity and sweet, a little bit. But that floral they're talking about, it's because it comes across powdery to me. Well, I don't have it yet. We're about to start the process. So, but I appreciate that. But I like it. I think it's I'm gonna go with an 8 out of 10. It's not super like crazy unique. It's not a wow factor fragrance. There's nothing that like grabs you like, oh shit, when you first smell it. But it's just lovely. From the first sniff to every sniff I've gone back to, it's slowly developing. And it's just a smooth, pleasant aroma that I'm very much enjoying. I think 8 is a really good rating for this. 8, it's a great fragrance. I might be interested in a bottle down the line. This is quite nice. It doesn't remind me of other fig fragrances that I have. I don't get the earthiness that Miss Heather was speaking on. Definitely Teriyaki Intense, which is my favorite. That's what I'm wearing today. I would say Kate Alfredson Untamed, the Eros Najim clone. I love that one. And probably Assad Elixir, their newest Assad. I really, really like that one. That's probably my 3 current favorites. But yeah. Whoops. Wrong button. 8 out of 10 for Figue Erotique from Tom Ford. Miss Heather, thank you for sending these my way. You're providing content for 2 live streams because we're going to do those 3 Parfums de Marly fragrances on the next live stream. I appreciate you, Donna. Oh, no. Plum. Team Plum. I enjoy fig fragrances, don't get me wrong, but not over plum. I'm more of a plum fragrance kind of guy. $5 Canadian from Mr. Blaze. Found your channel recently, tried all the mind games, and my wife and I agree that it's perfect. I'm assuming the one you're saying is perfect is French Defense. Full bottle incoming. Thanks for what you do. I appreciate the super chat. I appreciate the love. I'm glad you like the mind games fragrances, and I'm confident you're talking about French Defense because, spoiler, that is definitely in the top 20 fragrances in my collection update video for tomorrow. One of the few fragrances I bumped to a 10 out of 10. One of my 4 10 out of 10s that exists in my rating system. Love that fragrance. My God, I love that fragrance. Over what? I figured you were talking about French Defense. Yeah, I appreciate the extra super chat too. Yeah, I figured you were talking French Defense. That's my jam, man. That's my favorite date night fragrance. My wife loves it on me. I love the way it smells. I can't get enough of it. I can't get enough of smelling me when I wear it. I wore it for our anniversary in November was the last time I wore it for our 15-year anniversary. What do you mean exactly? Forever Wanted Elixir? Forever Wanted Absolu. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, we got another 2.5 minutes. We'll sign off right at the 2-hour mark. I'm with you on Teriyaki Intense. I appreciate y'all spending some time with me. Like, we still have a really strong crowd here right at the end. Almost at 2 hours, we got 140 plus people. I appreciate that, guys. And I think part of the benefit is having both formats, landscape and portrait, because I see a lot of the comments right here on the tail end, like you guys can't see it on YouTube, but on the StreamYard side, it shows me a little smartphone icon next to the name for who's doing it portrait. So, and it's a lot of who's commenting right now, including Miss Heather. The core. This is a little bit more than the core, unless the core has grown. You know, the core is usually around 100 people. Burlington, Masharaba, all of them marked 35. I found one bottle in the back row marked at $20. Been loving it so far. I appreciate that. Thank you. Assad was nice, but sad about the longevity. Oh, every single Assad fragrance is a monster for me. That smoky apple shisha note. It's fine. I'm going to head out. See you guys later. We'll go ahead and shut it down. So thank you for those that gave a couple of super chats. Thank you, Miss Heather, for sending some decants my way for us to have some content to discuss and some fragrances to sniff. And appreciate you guys hearing me, banter a little bit back and forth with you and hit you with the dose of reality on my view of certain things. I appreciate all of you. I hope y'all enjoyed having whichever format you prefer. We got options. I guess we'll do it this way moving forward. Seems like it was the way to go. Like I see a lot of the smartphone icons in the chat on StreamYard. Seems like a lot of people are using the portrait side of it instead of just doing landscape. So I'll have both accessible. Either Thursday or Friday is my goal for those 3 new Parfums de Marly fragrances Miss Heather sent me. And I don't know if it'll be Thursday or Friday, but I'm really going to try to carve out some time to do that, probably around 6 o'clock Central again. Try not to be late. But thank you guys for spending some time with me. I greatly appreciate it. I really do. Yesterday's video was doing so well with some decent momentum. That's why I didn't really put a video out this morning, but I did several. I did a top 5 shorts video. Then I did a couple satire shorts videos and a center of the day shorts video. I knew I was going to do this live stream. So a lot of content still came out today, even though we didn't do a standard video. But top 20 fragrances in my collection. I revamp it every year because a few change in and out every year. It was requested for me to do it, so it's time. So we're going to be doing that tomorrow. This is going to be a lengthy video. I go on little tangents on certain fragrances because it's literally some of my favorite shit in my collection. You got to understand, some of you will be like, I can't believe this wasn't in here. Narrowing down 2,500 bottles to 20 when I could probably do a top 100 easily is very difficult, you know, very, very difficult. So there's going to be some you'll be surprised on there, but that doesn't mean I don't love the shit out of those fragrances, you know. But searching around, these were the 20 that in the moment seemed like this was the 20. So be on the lookout for that tomorrow. It'll be out around maybe 9 or 10 o'clock-ish. Let's say around 10 o'clock Central probably tomorrow morning. So hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Time for me to go eat and then shower. Make sure to like the stream before you leave. See you on the next one.